Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato. Welcome yourselves back to Hydroneer. That's right. Okay, so, I've come to a unfortunate realization in the period between episodes here, and that is that this excavator is, well, the driving issues don't get any better. I've set it up right over here, so we're pretty much ready to rock and roll. If I just turn that on, there we go, and then hop into this truck. As you can see, I've filled it up with dirt, so we're ready to go. We're ready to see exactly how many resources we get. Oh, that's woefully disappointing. You're telling me I'm gonna have to reverse a little bit and try and fix up the alignment issues that we have here. That's fine. I'll try and do that. Right. Yeah. So the driving issues is specifically getting the truck into a location where it is able to load onto the belts. Has proven to be a very challenging job indeed. However, when it does work, it works. Right? When it works, and it actually works just completely as it should, which is quite nice. Why the heck is there dirt in there? That is not ideal. I can fix that up. Anything else in there? Is that another bit of dirt? That's another bit of dirt in there. How the heck did a bit of dirt get in there? Right. Thank you to everyone who left suggestions on how best to modify this setup, and you know, we will absolutely be modifying this setup as and when we need to. However, I think at the moment it's in a moderately okay place. It's fine. It's fine enough for now. Okay, so this isn't exactly perfect, but it's not bad. You know, we're getting most of the dirt onto the belt. There's a little bit of dirt that's not going onto the belt, mostly due to my parking issues, but that's totally fine. Right, what are we going to try and accomplish over the course of this episode? Well, I mean, we want to try and improve this setup, obviously. However, I think we also want to do a couple of non-setup related things. First of all, I want to see if we can try and purchase a Goliath drill. I think it's called a Goliath drill. The big old drill that... Where the heck did that bit of dirt go? The big old drill that allows you to reach deeper layers underground. That's kind of what I'm after. I'm after one of those. If we're able to get that, then that's hopefully going to allow us to get bigger yields as opposed to these two things. Ideally, also, we'd be able to integrate these two thingamabobbers into the setup, so that might be something that we look at doing over the course of this episode. And in fact, probably wouldn't be that difficult to actually do. But yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later on. Let's just get that whole setup turned off, and let me just get that whole setup turned off. In fact, no, you know what? I don't want to turn that whole setup off because otherwise we're gonna hear that irritating water dripping noise for a good long time. Right, so how much cash have I got just in the bank? Let's have a little look-see. I'll just unload the pipes from the back as well. I did say that I wanted to dig my own shaft. I want to dig my brand new shaft over here. The sooner the better, really, as far as I'm concerned. How many spanners have we got? We've got one spanner left. Less than ideal, but that's fine. We've got 368 coins over there. That's cool. Let's pop the helmet on. Let's go and get my pickaxe, which I know for a fact is just chilling out the back here. It's a little bit of dirt over there. I'll take a little bit of dirt. We'll plonk that down over there, and when the belt eventually splutters to life, when I re-engage it, we should be totally fine. Right, so I need to there we go, equip you and get this all set up. Right, so my rationale is that I'm going to need a little shaft. It's not going to be a huge one. But you know, this is going to allow me to, you know, dig down a little bit and maybe get access to some high value minerals, whilst that system is primarily going to be processing only top level stuff. And as I said, the car leaves a little to be desired, to be honest. The car is very, very, very easily flippable, as you will have seen in the last episode, if indeed you watched right up until the very end. However, that's not to say it won't be used. We're going to try our very best to make sure that it is used, and I have no doubt that in further updates it's going to become much, much easier to drive. But for now, I'm just saying it's a little bit undrivable. It's quite a challenge. Right, so how deep can I actually go? I don't even know how deep I can actually go. I'm presuming that at a deeper depth, I might be able to finally find some more of these shards. Because at the moment, I don't think I can find many shards. And if I do find shards, they're usually in fairly small quantities, so bigger shards would definitely be nice. Okay, things are starting to look a little bit trippy down here. How far am I from the surface? I mean, this is deeper than my original shaft that my original base was. I also prefer it, I think, because it, you know, it's a lot more stepped as opposed to just being, you know, a descent or an ascent that you had to glitch up. Right, so all the way down here. Is there bedrock here? I'm presuming that there is bedrock. I'm making the assumption that this terrain doesn't go on forever. That looks mighty like bedrock to me. I mean, that's good. That's really good. That's really, really good. Okay, so let's pop back up to the top. Let's pop back up to the top of the shaft. There we go. Let's snooze because it's time to sleep. I took my mining helmet off. That was daft. I'm sleep with my axe. It's fine. Right. Drop you. Put you on. Did I... Yep, magical. I'd managed to turn it off. That's totally fine. Okay, and let's just pop down the shaft. Really, really simple to get down here now. It does look unbelievably trippy, but that's totally fine. The next time that I'm in the shop, I'm gonna pick up a couple of lanterns. Pick up a couple of lanterns and just leave them on the descent so that it's a little bit easier to see. Because at the moment, I don't like how irritating it is to see, but that's totally fine for now. You know, we can make do with this. I have also no idea what the yield is going to be right down at the bottom of this. Excuse me. Thank you. Down at the bottom of this patch. It could be great. It could be terrible. The fun is about to start. Okay. Grab my shovel. I have no idea where my other buckets have gone. Is there another one in the back here? No. But there is a shovel here, so that's fine too. Right. I should also get a lamppost to mark out just exactly where the shaft is. That would be quite good. Very simple. Very, very simple. And ooh, I don't like that. I'll leave it there, but it might despawn. I'm not overly confident. I feel like I should get a tool rack maybe at the bottom of that shaft over there. Right, let's just pan this and see what the result is. Does the dirt look any different? It doesn't look any different. But I'll go and grab my other bucket just before we start refining. Also, I want to see if I put this dirt onto the belt, what exactly happens. So it might be worth me just doing a couple of bucket runs and then seeing if we can try and, you know, pour the dirt onto our tracks. So let's pan this first to give us a control, so to speak, in this experiment. Let me grab my brush. There we go. That is a very disappointing control. Right, we're gonna have to use this dirt that we got saved up. The stuff that was supposed to go on the belt. Because I want to see if the harvester can just give you small chunks, or if it can indeed give you big chunks. Whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, I mean, that's two pretty big bits of gold ore. Don't get me wrong. I mean, was kind of expecting a little bit more. I feel like this is, you know, inordinately deeper than where we were. I suppose, actually, fair play to you, video game. That is a big chunk of gold ore. That's probably the biggest chunk of gold ore that I have thus far got. Yeah, okay. That is fairly big. Okay, right. Next experiment. Let's run these two buckets down the shaft real quick. In fact, I don't even need to run the two buckets down. I can just run one bucket down. Grab the resources that we need and run it back up, and then I'm gonna just stick the dirt on the belt, and just like that we should have a little test. Okay, so turn this on. There we go. Belt is now engaged. Right, so I'm gonna jump on top of this pipe. I'm gonna pour the dirt onto the belt. And let's see the size of the bits of gold that come out of here. It looks like, to be honest, a fairly underwhelming size of gold briquette. Yeah, a little bit more. I suppose that's okay. I suppose it's an okay amount. I mean, I would still prefer if it was a juicier amount that I had sort of hand-panned, although I appreciate that it can't always be that big, can't always be possible to find bits of gold that big, but you know, that's totally fine. That is what it is. Okay, so yeah, lots and lots of resources just chilling out over there. I've got my scales set up over here. I need to get my cast. Let me get my cast over here, and let's have a little look-see. Nice bit of iron, wonderful. Nice bit of gold too, which is probably gone somewhere. No, wait, it hasn't. Excellent. Right, there's no sort of straggling bits of gold or straggling bits of dirt. I don't think so. Okay, let's test the weight of this gold. How much do I think it's going to weigh? Truth be told, not that much. Maybe 500 or something. Yeah, about 500. About 500. That's not too bad. I mean, that should, in fact, get us enough... That should get us enough cash in order to buy a Goliath drill, to be honest. Even it might reach a little bit more if indeed I was to 580. That's a pretty mediocre increase, to be honest. That's fine. I mean, look, I want to go from occasional cash to full-time cash here. Ugh. Yeah, to be honest, I would love to get a valve. I would love to get a valve for that pipe over there so that we can only run the filters when we absolutely need to. Because at the moment, we're clearly running the filters too much. We're running them too hot, and they're pretty much burning out almost instantly. So, why don't I, in the meantime, this replaced, that replaced over there. Repair that, and turn that off. Okay, good. So now this is going to run continuously. The belt doesn't make any noise anyway, so that's actually completely fine. Okay, so that leaves us with a good amount of change. I would ideally love to find, in this episode as well, I would love to find my long-lost shredder, my long-lost resource shredder, but alas, that's not possible. I'm going to do, what, like 2 more runs? I think we'll do 2 more runs of the new shaft. 2 more runs of the new shaft just to get maybe, what, a couple more coins? A couple more coins would really help out. Also, surprising lack of shards have resulted in panning this deep stuff. Kind of expecting a little bit more, but that's fine. Okay, let's pan twice more. So that's once. There we go. We're not gonna entrust this load to the belt setup, as it seems to yield a little bit less. It's a good amount, to be honest. A good amount of resource. I don't think I'm gonna bother turning this into a dagger or a sword or whatever. We're just gonna leave this as is, in the gold ore form. Sorry, in the gold bar form, and then we're gonna sell this at the shop. All right, cool. I feel like we're getting to that point where things are almost perfect. Like, it doesn't feel like overly fantastic at the moment having to do these manual runs. However, we get to a certain point, right? I think we're almost there. We get to a certain point where we're able to sustain our cash flow with an automated series of setups, an automated system, if you'd like, which we've got. We've got a semi-automated system at the moment. We just need a couple more elements in order to get us across the line. Okay. Oh, that is a juicy bit of gold. That bit of gold might be worth 200 alone. That's real good. Okay, should I do one more? Or should I do one more run? Don't know what the heck that panda's doing over there, but that's fine. Yeah, okay, do one more run just for good measure. What the heck, right? What the heck? I'm here. We'll do it. Yeah, so I want to see if I can find my gem refining machine at some point over the course of this episode, because, I mean, we've got the excavator now. I can run the excavator back across to the original area and just excavate the entire area, right? Like, that's something that we can do, and it's going to be relatively easy to do, so we might as well do it. Okay. Yep. And where did my brush go? My brush is over there. Excellent. Whoa, that is what I'm talking about. Absolutely exceptional. So that is a very, very big boy shard right there. That is a huge shard. Look at the size of it. Oh my giddy aunt. Wowzers. Well, that is gonna be kept to increase the pressure at some point. Like that is gonna make a tremendous difference whenever we start pressurizing our system. I say pressurizing our system. We're already technically pressurizing our system, but you know, properly pressurizing our system. Right, so let's get that in there. Excellent. Let's load up the gold bar. I am gonna check out the stock market, and I'm gonna take off this funny helmet right there. And let's get rid of rock and roll. Are we low on juice? We're pretty low on juice. Just give me a... Wait, can I take a pan? Is it easier to fill up with a pan? We'll give it a shot. Oh, I had to fill up the excavator in the gap between episodes, and let me tell you, it was a pretty horrific experience actually. It's pretty difficult to fill this thing up. Not this thing, the other thing. Right, looking good. I'm also really looking forward to just doing a whole bunch of excavating. I want to do digging. I want to do excavating. I want to do digging. That's what I'm all about. I mean, that's what everyone's about, right? That's what this game is all about. Right, so shopping list for today. I need to go. In fact, I can just do this. Excellent. I need to go to the shop. I need to see if I can find the stock market. So I'm going to go to the stock market first. Ideally, I would be able to sell all of the stuff at an increased value. So that's exactly why we're going to head back up here. Far too fast, as it turns out. It's fine. Right. And in here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, everything is down. Everything is down. Reverse. Everything is down apart from daggers. Daggers seem to be going for a slightly increased amount. So I guess we'll do... No, wait. Hold up. These are... That's a sword, isn't it? It's a dagger is the first one. Okay, so daggers aren't actually going for extra. I was wrong. I'm very sorry about that. It's a tragedy. Right, so that was a no-go. That's okay. We'll just drive off the edge here in order to get real quick to the shop. And in fact, relatively few issues there. That's shocking. Relatively few issues there. Absolutely shocking, he says. As of course there are immense issues. Right, so we'll just sell this at the jewelers. We'll just sell this at the jewelers. Standard stuff. 99 bucks. Nice, 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 nice. Right, which is our big gold bar. Oh, I should check the stock market price of the other shop, but to be honest, it's halfway across the map and it doesn't really matter at the moment. We will, as I say, go back across to the other shop, but we're going to do that when we go to excavate the entire area in order to find our grinding stone. That's right. Or I could just buy another grinding stone, but I don't feel like that's necessary. That's a woeful amount of money that we got for that iron, by the way, but that's fine. Okay, so, you know, all in all, we net, what, like 1,100? That's roughly the... What do we got? 1,200. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Right, so we head in here, plonk this down in there. I do need to get myself a Goliath drill. A Goliath flippin' drill. There we go. Gets damage from unfiltered water. That's totally fine. I did say that I need to get myself another filter pipe. However, I think I've rethought that one. So a single Goliath drill will cost us 960 bucks. We're going to get some more tools as well, which is going to bring the total cost up to 1,180. Anything else that I need to get at the moment? Oh, yes, there is actually something else that I need to get, and it is a couple of lanterns. That's right. So a good couple of lanterns to light the way down. There we go. Let me just absolutely tank the frame rate by turning on as many lanterns as I possibly can. How many lanterns does it take to tank the frame rate? Well, 4 does a pretty good job of it. 4 turned on lanterns does a pretty good job of tanking the frame rate. Let me tell you that. Right, so buy all that. Okay, let's actually get these horrific things turned off. And then let's just get the truck loaded up. Right, I'll bring the truck around and then we can take our stuff back. What I want to do, my order of operations is going to be as follows. I'm going to take this stuff back to the plot, and then as soon as we're back, I'm going to see if we can try and head right back to the OG plot, and we will do our little hunt. Our little hunt for Red October. Except it's not really a hunt for Red October, it's a hunt for a missing gemstone. Hunt for missing gemstone doesn't really have the same ring to it. Also doesn't have Sean Connery, so I mean, you know, there's a lot of differences. There's a lot of differences between my story and the hunt for Red October, now that I think about it. But don't let that distract you. This is still gonna be a great episode. Okay, smash that down. Excellent. That's looking good. Nothing else. I do have 50 coins. It's pretty worthless taking the coins back, but that's totally fine. Also, the great news about heading back to the brand new plot is that we're gonna be able to snooze, and I love myself a snooze, especially because it's pitch black. Well, I say it's pitch black. That's a severe exaggeration, but you get the picture, right? Okay. I'm excited to see the old plot. It's been a hot minute. All right, let's see if we can try and navigate this perilous terrain. Doesn't look that perilous, but you know, one false step and you'll be spinning wildly out of control. That's as far as I dare take it. But to be fair, that's a pretty good job. Okay, snooze. There we go. Fully snoozed, fully rested. Right, let me just pick up this pan real quick, and I will see if we can try and fill up the machine over here. So yeah, how the heck do you get up onto it? I don't even know how you get up onto it. Frankly, it's unknown to me. It's absolutely unknown to me how you get up here. That is a bit of... Oh, that's how you get up onto it. It was that simple all along. How much is that? That's a quarter of a tank. That's fine. Okay, we'll leave that there. How did this gold get out here, by the way? I presume that this was a exploding pan that just appeared out of the blue. Cool. Okay, let's immediately head back in the extractor. I'm not even gonna bother driving. I'm just gonna go. I feel like part of the key, by the way, to making sure that this extractor has a not terrible driving experience is by setting up some proper flooring. Also, there was a great suggestion, fantastic suggestion in the comments that I set up some sort of block at the other side of the conveyor belt so that the resources don't just, shoot right across the conveyor belt and onto the other side. I don't necessarily think that that's going to be too much of a problem, but it's definitely something that we'll be putting in place. So I think windows was the suggested item, and so that seems like a pretty good idea to me. We're going to see if we can try and get some windows on our conveyor belt. Sounds weird, but it's what's going to happen. Right, so here we are back at the old stomping ground. Any sign of the grinding wheel? No. No. Okay, so we're just going to absolutely tear into the ground, frankly. There we... I think you might begin to see, folks, why this is such a problem. There we go. I heard something, though. I heard something at the bottom of this pile. Can you hear it, too? You hear that? What the heck is that? What the heckity heck is that? It's a whole bunch of stones. It's a whole bunch of gemstones. So I think, yeah, this is the shaft. This is the shaft that I have found. That's crazy, actually. So I did see... That's a bit of gold there. I did see that there was some gemstones at the bottom of the shaft. That's kind of cool. I like that. I dig it. Literally. Doesn't really fix our problems. Are we out of juice? We are entirely out of juice. Thankfully, there's a bucket over here which I can fill up. That's cool. Right, so I've got a full load. I've got a full load of stuff. Also, what the heck is that? What the heck is that? Is that an artifact? A wild seed bag. Place in dirt outside to grow plants. What? Harvest when? What the heck is that? Okay, well that's cool. I like that. It's kind of an artifact thing, I guess. Still no sign of the old bit of equipment that I actually need, but okay. Yeah, we need to seriously... Oh, goodness, that was a fall. We need to seriously automate our machine filling, because I really despise doing this. We need to set up like a... just like an intake pipe with a... whatchamacallit thing. A valve on it, and a... you know, a couple of little S-bends, so that as soon as we drive it into a certain position, it'll just fill it up automatically for us. But I suppose I'll need a different setup for both machines. So I suppose using a bucket is the best we're gonna get for now. Alright, do I want to drive this all the way back to the other area and unload it? Not particularly. I mean, we can. However, for now, let me just continue my... exploration. Oh my giddy aunt. Look at that. Look at all the gemstones that we've uncovered. These aren't new gemstones that we're uncovering, by the way. These are just the things that we've already mined and have just fallen out of the world. Also, a bit of pipe. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. I like it. Let's place it on solid ground. Look at all of this. Look at all of this. That's a small fortune there. That's actually not too inconsiderable. I'll take that. Still no sign of the grinding wheel though. Okay, you know what? Let's see if we can try and drive this back to the other area. I want to see if we can try and unload this. You never know. Maybe we'll just... oh, goodness gracious me. Maybe we'll uncover fragments of a grinding wheel. Maybe, just maybe, we can piece back together the old grinding wheel. Oh, come on, potato. I can't reverse from that position. That's a bit of a problem. This thing has got such horrific control that it's actually kind of hurting me. There we go. Okay, 3-point turns. Come on. You can do this. You kind of did do it. And it's the best. It's the best driving I've seen in a while. Not terrible. Okay, let's take this right the way back to our new plot. Excellent. Very, very nice indeed. And then we will see what this yields us. I would wager probably not a lot. However, it is dirt, you know? It is dirt. It's free dirt, so we might as well take it, right? I mean, there's only a finite amount of dirt that is actually in existence. It is quite a lot, but it is still finite nonetheless. There we go. Okay, so absolutely pelting it all the way down here. I'm gonna do right off the edge. Yabba dabba doo. Wow, if only I could always drive like that. That is a huge time saver. Right. This is gonna end in disaster, mark my words, folks. Told you. Is this not disaster? Looks like disaster to me. All that for nothing. All that driving for nothing. It is early access, yada, yada, yada. I just wish the trucks had a little bit more weight. Like, I would love it if they didn't, you know, flip out every 20 seconds. That would be real nice. Okay. So we want to get as close to the pipes as we possibly can, but you got to go real slow when you mount the containers, because otherwise you just flip. Yep, okay. I think that's okay. I think that's totally fine. Let's real quick get the... Yep, the valve turned on. Excellent. And then let's just start depositing resources, eh? Let's see what the heck happens. Looks good to me. Looks good. Looks good enough, anyway. I don't want to say that it's 100% dirt in harvester success rate, but it's a pretty good ratio. There is a little bit of a, you know, case of exploding gemstones every now and again. We could definitely do with sort of constraining the thickness of that. Constraining the thickness of that belt over there. But, you know, for the most part, it's not too bad. There we go. There we go. There we go. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent indeed. Let's quickly zip back across here. Turn that machine off. And you know what? That yielded us a fairly good amount of gold. Not much of it ended up going in the pot, or at least not all of it ended up going in the pot, but on the whole, not terrible. Not terrible at all. How did gold end up getting up over here? It's a pretty fatal flaw in the system, to be fair, but that's fine. Alright, so, with that, let's head right back and see if we can try and find yet more goodies that lie below the original plot. Because this is the only way to excavate, right? This is the only way to excavate in any meaningful quantity, I believe. Like, I just do not think that there is a way to do it without this machine. Which is both really, really cool, but also really deeply irritating as well, because there is no way that we can clear vast tracts of land real quick. Right, so we're back, we're here, let's see what the situation is. Where do I want to try now? I mean, I tell you what, let me just line up perfectly, yeah, by unsticking myself. And then let's just continue down and across. Let's continue down and across. There we go. I mean, the bedrock is reached very, very early on here, so... Is there... Okay, there's nothing else. There's nothing else that I can do there. That's fine. Let's reverse and let's try at an angle. And we're out of juice. Totally fine. Totally fine. I will say this thing runs out of juice real quickly. Real quickly. Due to the nature, I guess, that, you know, in addition to being a beast that needs to move, it also needs to drill. And drilling apparently costs water as well. Okay. Now, hop up here. There we go. Ever so smoothly. He's done it. He's done it. He's also fallen down the hole again, though, so that's less than ideal. Unstuck myself. Give that a shot, and then hop back across to here. Can I get a big bucket? Even a big bucket, I think, would be nice. I guess a pan kind of counts as a big bucket, but a big water-filling bucket would be exceptional. Okay, one more. Cool. All right. Let's continue our mining expedition, shall we? Okay. How have I managed to get stuck here? How did I manage to do that? Okay, well we gotta try it this side, because this is like the only area where we haven't really explored thus far. Although, to be honest, I don't know why... Oh, is that an artifact? That looks like an artifact. Also, I think that we are being blocked by a lamppost or something. Also, whilst I'm over here, I might as well check out what the heck this thing was. There was something... Where was it? Lift up the big old mining thingamabobber. What is this? Yeah. It's a spyglass. Placed in the cave with other relics. Nice. Okay. Don't know where the heck the spyglass ended up going. Can I get the spyglass without falling down the hill? Nope. I cannot. I have to commit to it. I guess I can just leave via the old shaft entrance. That's kind of... brings back memories, eh? Brings back memories. Okay, let's just go and place this in the cave whilst we're over here. We might as well, right? We've already got the dagger. We've got the spyglass now. I presume these artifacts are found, like, everywhere on the map. But so far, given that I found 2 of them in the first plot, maybe they're all found in the first plot? Bear in mind, by the way, that the first plot does technically have, like, an extra area at the other side. Which I've yet to touch at all, actually. Okay, we are clearly not moving. Can I... There we go. That at least helps shine a little bit of light on the situation. Any issues with moving? I don't see any issues with moving. There's definitely something that we're hitting against, and I don't know what it is. I thought it was a lamp, but maybe I was wrong. It does look like a lamp. It is a lamp. Okay. Plonk you down over there. He's gone straight down. He's gone straight. He's just gone and done it. He's gone and done it. Right, reverse a little bit. And then around this way. Around. And let's go. And that's it. That's all she wrote, unfortunately. That's all she wrote, unfortunately, with that one. Which is deeply irritating, because that means it's time for me to drive back. It's also the evening time, which is always a sad time for me, because I stop being able to see exactly what's going on and have to make my best approximation. Okay, that's fine too. I will say, though, I'm very surprised that we still haven't come across the old grinding wheel. Like, I expected it to be around here. It's not something that I've actually taken with me, is it? I don't think it's something that I've taken with me, but you never know. It might actually be at the brand new base, but I don't think it is. Okay, so after that mining expedition yielded pretty much nothing, let's unload. Let's unload. Okay, why the heck? Where are you gonna unstick me? You're gonna unstick me over here? I guess that's kind of helpful. To some degree. Fine. Right, so... I'm almost out of juice, haven't I? It's pretty irritating. Am I gonna run out of juice over here? Hopefully not. Come on. You can get us home, you majestic beast. It's the only time I'll compliment it. When it needs to get me somewhere. Okay, I'm pretty much home. Like, even if I was to run out of power or water, as the case may be, I would still pretty much be home. Okay. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Can you get us down onto the floor? No, you can't. You can't do that. That's not a good sign. Okay. And we're stuck again. Okay, it's shockingly okay, that's me out of juice completely. It's shockingly surprising at how big it is and how frequently it manages to get stuck. It is truly magic. Okay. Let's snooze. Let's reset the day. And then let's get the Goliath drill hooked up, because I wanna get that hooked up into the system. And I think I have an idea about how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I think I have an idea about how I'm gonna do it. Cool. Alrighty. Let me unstuck myself just back over here. Oh, that's a good trick, actually. If I unstuck myself... Oh, that is a very, very good trick. I like that. Yeah, so if I grab this bucket right here... Watch this now, folks. This is a next level play. This is a gamer move right here. So I grab the bucket. I zip right the way back across to here. I mean, it still involves some walking to some degree. Do this, and then I unstuck myself. I end up right up on top of this machine. Huh. And then I can just fill it up like that. Plop this in here. And we can head down right now. Excellent. Excellent, 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 excellent. That worked out quite well. Okay, now I just need to make sure that I don't blow it by hitting the pipes on this side of the map, the base. Looks good so far. Looks good. Looks fine. He's done it. He's done it. Okay, hop out. Hop out, hook up, and then start unloading dirt. Right, so there we go, and then start spewing out the dirt. Again, as long as we get some of it out, then that's fine with me. The more dirt, the merrier, as far as I'm concerned. There was a suggestion to put the grinder at the very top of the at the very top of the belt so that it was right next to the harvester, basically. I think that's a very good idea and something that we'll probably end up changing at some point. I think for now it seems to mostly be working fine, though. Are we out of dirt already? We're out of dirt already. Cool. Alright, only one bit of dirt ended up going astray. One or two bits occasionally end up escaping, hence why we would want to move the location of the shredder. That's totally fine. Alright, let you get in there. Excellent. Also, that's a bit of dirt over there that I think went astray. Also fine. Okay, cool. Shut down the harvester. That's grand. Everything gets filtered out, as it usually does. You know, the occasional bit of resource doesn't end up going in the right pot. Totally fine. Right, so let's see if we can link up the Goliath drill. Now, the Goliath drill that we've got is currently here. Now, I have an idea about where we're going to put it. I want to see if it's going to work, though. In an ideal world, it would be linked up to the filtered water. How much pipe do I have? I think this is workable, to be honest. I think this is workable. Right, so I need to get myself this bit of belt. Now, this is going to be made slightly more challenging by the fact that I only have one singular bit of belt at this moment in time. Now, I could go out and buy some more belt, and in fact, I might end up doing that. However, I'm going to try and see if we can do it like this. So, I kind of want to place the belt right here. Now, does that hook up to anything helpfully? Not particularly. You ideally also need to hook up like so. Like that. So if we do that, then that will in fact work, I think. We want to be careful not to expose too much of the underside of that machine, otherwise it might not be able to extend its pipes all the way down there. So, I think it probably has become clear to me right now that we're going to need more pipes in order to make this work. In fact, maybe a lot more pipes in order to make this work, truthfully. And in fact, maybe this isn't even the best way of doing this, to be honest. Maybe this isn't even the best way of doing this. There is a pipe entrance up here. I do really want that to go there, but how the heck do I get access? I suppose I could always move it back and then just put a bit of pipe in there. Alternatively, I could just put it up here. Yeah, I think we'll do this. I think this is the best case scenario for us. Okay, so let's link up the pipe that I know I can link up. Alternatively, do I even need this bit of pipe? I mean, we can always just build. We could always just build that there and have it spew resources across. I probably should have this bit of thing in, and we probably should have another bit of conveyor belt over there as well. Anyway, that doesn't particularly matter because we just need to get this set up, and the way that it's going to be set up is great question, Potato. It's going to be set up like this. Right, so we plonk this down in here. There we go. That over there, and well, there will actually be another bit of conveyor. That was really stupid. There will eventually be another bit of conveyor belt over here, so we're gonna need another straight bit. That's not a straight bit, but that's fine. Yeah, so we need at least one more straight bit of pipe and one more elbow bend, and there's another elbow bend back at the old ranch, so that's kind of okay. The next challenging aspect is going to be hooking this water up to this filtered pipe over here, which, truth be told, won't be too challenging. There we go, and then how the heck do I do this? That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Okay, great. This is a little bit mentally complicating. Mentally complicating? That's not the phrase that I was looking for at all. That's what I want to do. It's just complicated. Right, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4 bits of pipe there, and then 20 bits of pipe over here. But you can now see what I'm trying to do, right? In fact, what about if I was to put this over here? Right? What about this goes in here? I mean, it involves me doing a little bit of digging and refilling this area. However, that would actually not work too badly. Yeah, so we put this over here. Okay, I think I'm gonna give this a shot. Let me pop down the shaft real quick. Oh, I tell you what, before I pop down the shaft, let me take with me. That's right. A lantern. Pop a lantern right down at the bottom here. Cast some freaky shadows. But at least it gives us a little bit of light so we can see what the heck's going on. Alright. And then I'll grab a little bit of dirt and just shovel it into this location right over here. Right. Hopefully, this will be enough to convince the drill that it should be allowed to place down over here. It's not really. It feels like it's able to place down over there, though. So that's actually fine with me, to be honest. So we just need to do a little bit of reorganization here. What am I looking for? Yeah, that. And then that. And then that, I think. Nope. Absolutely not that, actually. Yes. That's cool. Okay, so the fact that the pipes are kind of a little bit underground, it's fine. Okay, just undig this pile of dirt that I created. Yeah, will this even mine on this terrain? Because this terrain doesn't look real. I guess we'll see in a second, right? Cool. So, any other pipes that I need? No, not really. I think we're pretty much ready just to start operation. I just need a singular. I need a singular elbow pipe. Just a regular old elbow bend. Okay, I'm gonna just pinch that right there for a second. It is more important to me. There we go. Excellent. So, let's plonk that on. So, does this end up working? Will it end up working? So, I don't know what happens underneath here. I also don't even know if this is going to work on the terrain that it's on. Given that it's not spewed anything out thus far, would maybe suspect that it doesn't. There are no issues with filters. There are no issues with anything. It's definitely working. And yet, here we are. It's not doing nothing. Okay. Let's turn off. Let's try again. Let's turn off. Let's try again. That's pretty disappointing, to be honest. What about in there? Can't really go over there, unfortunately. Could try over here. I really need to try and get that to work. Let me try refilling this area with dirt. Let's just flip and pack it, you know? Pack it a little bit more tightly this time. Maybe the game measures if it's, you know, dirt that has been placed down by a player. So it might be a illegal maneuver. But I didn't have that issue with the harvester drill. The harvester drill, where we deployed this same tactic, seemed to work just fine. No, still no joy. But you're gonna let me place down over here, which is, I guess, not the best, but it's also not terrible. Any other pipes that I can just temporarily pinch? I can put them all back. Pipes are pretty cheap. Okay. Any joy here? It does look like it's... Oh, like it's a real drill. So it is actually drilling... Oh, it is actually legitimately drilling down, which makes perfect sense as to why the last location didn't do anything. It's because it is actually going to drill straight down. Okay, well, let's watch for contact. And we'll see what it splurts out. So this is a completely different ball game. A completely different ball game for those other harvesters. Those other harvesters don't do anything. This one actually goes down. And then, of course, everything immediately stops working because the filters have both stopped working. It's exactly why I bought, at great expense, an additional toolbox. That's fine. I just want to see you splurt out your first bit of dirt. Ah, I think this is your first bit of dirt. Cool. Have a little look-see. Does it yield anything of significance? Probably not. You know, a little bit. A little bit of dirt here and there. But, I mean, crucially, we've now got a full understanding of exactly how this machine ends up working. And so it actually spews out, it does spew out dirt, but it spews out dirt depending, presumably anyway, on the level at which it's on. So it would make a lot of sense for us to put the... That's fine. To put the machines in a location where they're not going to cause, like, tremendous interference with everything. And then maybe, you know, belt the resources or belt the dirt into the factory, into the refining factory. So, let me quickly do a little thing over here. Great. Honestly, maybe we just get the harvester drills back. You know, I can't believe that I'm saying it this quickly, but yeah, maybe we get the harvester drills back in order just to ensure some degree of progress. That's a pretty good gold bar, to be fair to myself. 700 bucks. This iron probably won't be as much, but, you know, maybe 300, maybe 400, depending on what we got. Yeah. Yeah, about 100. It's all right. Okay, so, I mean, we're basically ready to do this, but the problem is that we're going to need at least 3 additional bits of conveyor belts. Okay. So get this set up in there. Cool. This drill needs to be... It needs to be placed down in an area that's not super irritating to deal with. And I don't know where that area actually is. This splitting point is still absolutely appropriate. I think the area might honestly be right here. But then again, is that too close? Is that too close to the factory floor? It might honestly be. I feel like that's not a terrible place to do it. I feel like that's actually a pretty good place to do it. You know, not necessarily the original place that we had in mind for this drill, but not far off it. Okay. Yeah, here. Except in a different orientation. Like so. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think that'll work, and maybe, you know, just maybe we can get a secondary drill over here as well to pump into, or to split resources out in that direction. So this has got a double whammy. That water is just so unbelievably irritating, isn't it? It's got a double whammy effect, right? It means that when we eventually manage to use this effectively, we can spray resources out the side of this, and it'll just go onto the belt and zip the resources back onto the belt if indeed it overflows. So that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. I'm pretty happy with that. So what do we need to do in order to make this setup pulp? It's a great question. It's a tiny little gold bar. The tiniest gold bar that you've ever seen. Okay. Let's load everything up into here. Let's do it. I also need to make sure that everything gets absolutely hammered down, because if everything is hammered down, then I think that that's a little bit less of a frame rate drain. Still can't believe we haven't found the old grinder thing. That's somewhat disappointing, but I guess it is what it is. Alright, let's place that down over there. Cool. Pickaxe. Ditch this stuff. There we go. Excellent. So, I now know what I need. I think we're going to be able to afford it. We need one conveyor belt. Just a singular conveyor belt. And I tell you what, I could in fact just sell all these stones. Let me go get my magnet. And you know, I should actually make an effort to go back to the original base and, you know, do a similar sort of thing, because there's a lot of resources over there that are just waiting to be sold. Oh, that was just about as perfect as it gets, to be honest. So we're gonna be able to sell this for like what, 40 bucks? The price to sell uncut gemstones is woefully low for how rare they are. Like, they really are very, very rare, and the price that you get for them is just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay, let's head to the shop. I've got a full load of water, which is wonderful. Head over here. I think this way might be longer than just going straight ahead and then pulling a left. But I think it's more scenic, you know? Also, this is a much better plot for a whole variety of reasons. It's closer to the shop, but it's also way flatter. So it means that you don't have to do, you know, aerobatics in order to get down to the plot level. Okay, let's pull it over here. Thank goodness, video game, that you decided not to completely freak out on me. Alright, what is that? 129? Ah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. This is the big one. There we go. And then this little tiny one, which is probably not even worth mentioning. That's 6 gold. There you go. And then what do we got here? 972. Not half bad. We keep a bucket, which is real nice. Good value. And we also get a couple of shards out of that. An auto shard sorting system. Right, so 1,022 gold. And this is gonna be primarily a pipe purchasing exercise, so I'm probably gonna be left with a good chunk of change. The belt is the only really expensive thing here, 263 gold at that, so that's pretty much it. Water pipe valve. I would actually like to get a water pipe valve, but we'll deal with that in just a second. Elbow pipes. We're gonna need at least 6 elbow pipes, and then I think the rest straight pipes. 5, 6. So that brings it up to 395. It's not much at all, to be honest. And then just regular water pipes. Regular water pipes. I'm gonna see if we can try and buy, what, like 10 water pipes? If indeed we can fit them all on the buy rack. Yep. The trampoline of the conveyor belt. Excellent. Is that 10? I feel like that must be 10. Must be close to 10. 682. Let's also get a water pipe valve. This looks very, very messy. This looks frankly embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. Should you get another pressure tank? I mean, pressure tanks are legit now that we've actually got a way of, you know, turbocharging the pressure. It's quite exciting, isn't it? We got a big shard. We got a real big shard. Okay, drive very carefully, potato, very carefully, not hitting the wall. Well done. And just drive around here. Fine. And then see if we can try and reverse into the shop. So unbelievably irritating. So unbelievably irritating. Right, just nice and easy. Nice and easy. Okay, cool. Nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Okay, and no collision issues. No collision issues thus far. Very, very nice. Cool. All right. That's not half bad. Very, very nice and easy to load this up. Loading up the vehicle, I will say, is one of the easiest things to do, because I believe as soon as the resource is like over the bed of the vehicle, it seems to just, you know, do no collide, has no collision, which is just exceptional. Because imagine if we had collision in the back of the vehicle trunk. That would be a pretty horrific experience. Yeah, so just like that, we're able to load pretty much everything in. Oh, goodness gracious me. There was a lot of pipes around the corner there that I wasn't really anticipating. That's fine. Get the conveyor belt in. As I say, just one conveyor belt. Totally it. That's all that we really require. Okay. There we go. Okay, this is definitely more. This is definitely more than 10 straight bits of pipe. Tell you what, I could probably do the maths. If indeed I wanted to work it out, but I really don't care. Doesn't matter to me. We're always going to need straight pipes. We're always going to need straight pipes, so we're going to be totally fine with that. Right, so a little bit of reversing, and we are off to the races. Nice. And I'm gonna take the right route. Sure. Again, much more scenic. Shows me the next plot, which is always very, very nice indeed. Nice to think about. Nice to know that one day I'm gonna own it. As I say, I feel like we're really at the precipice of greatness. We're so close to making sure that everything is fully automated, and all we require is like a little bit of extra tech setup, a little bit of extra pipe setup, and we are good. We are gonna be good. Alrighty. We're back. We're live. This is what's gonna happen. Right, so first things first. Let's get this set up. Is that in the right direction? It's not in the right direction. That's in the right direction. Exceptional. First order of business is to get the conveyor belt set up. It's actually the easiest thing to do. We just need, what, 2 elbow bends, a couple of straight bits of pipe. I mean, I did already literally get it set up, so very, very easy to do. I want to try and incorporate more valves just in general into the setup. Let's put this down over here because I took the wrong type of pipe. I need an elbow joint, please. Take the elbow joint at the back. There we go. What do you know? We got a pipe set up. Excellent. So this pipe is still outputting water, irritatingly. Totally fine. Actually, or is it outputting water? No. Which pipe is outputting water? Oh, I know which pipe is outputting water. I tell you what, I didn't buy any corks, did I? I irritatingly didn't buy any corks, which means that this pipe right here is going to end up outputting water until the end of time, unless I'm able to cork that somehow. But unfortunately, I ain't got no corks. Although, I do have a workaround. I do have a workaround. Here's my workaround, folks. In order to stop us experiencing that incredibly irritating noise. No, I need the valve. That's the one that I need. Okay, so uncork and valved. There we go. It's that simple. Okay, next thing that I want to do, remove this bit of belt just temporarily. Cause a whole kerfuffle. Jam that in there. And what do you know? We have silence. Oh, it's so blissful, isn't it? It's so great. Okay, alright, so let's just finish out this... Let's finish out this, this big, long pipe thingamabobber. Pipeline, I guess it could be called. Or just, what is a series of pipes called? Just pipeline? It almost seems underwhelming. Okay. Is that at the right elevation? Seems to be right. Looks, yeah, it looks fine. Okay, great. Turns out, maybe I wasn't overestimating the amount of pipe that I actually needed. I needed quite a lot. Need quite a lot, and a good amount of elbow bends as well were required. So I'm glad that I purchased as many as I did. Let's do brand new day, and then suddenly we're gonna be ready to go. Alright, so turn that on. Thank you. And then let's go. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. It works. That's the wrong type of drill. That's the... Potato, your stupidity is frankly absolutely astounding. It really, really is astounding. Did that work? I think it worked. I think it worked. Yeah. Alright, cool. These harvester drills, I do want to sort of fit them into the picture somehow. I don't really know where they should go, though. I feel like that's kind of an appropriate place for them to go. Yeah, I think we try with that, actually. I don't really have the connections. I need one more... I'll need one more bit of belt in order to put the belt over here to get it to feed down to there. But that'll work fine. And then I need another connecting bit of pipe to feed into the back over there. But, you know, that's not really super essential. The point is that we've got a big old drill, and the big old drill is going to be able to output, you know, a variety of bits of ore right the way down to the bottom of the map, which is very, very exciting indeed. Okay. Wowzers. That was a hugely productive episode, if I do say so myself. That was really rather good. We're going to be trying to run this system at pretty much full efficiency. Probably between episodes, I'm going to just set up this harvester drill and get you know, another bit of belt over here. It's going to be really, really easy to set up. Just needs, you know, 4 or 5 materials in order to make it work. And it should just work completely as advertised. Everything seems to be working now. Little bit of an issue with the location of the shredder, but that's fine. That's totally fine. We could get it changed around, but I think I'm okay with the way that it's currently operating, at least for now. Right, so on that note, ladies and gents, we're going to wrap this episode of Hydroneer up. Thank you oh so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks as ever to my fantastic supporters over at patreon.com/orbitalpotato. Also thanks to Banana and C Senpai for being the $225 plus tier patrons. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye.